Naam, ni Wednesday Live kiupya kabisa ndani ya studio za Azam TV, na ni siku ambayo vile vile tunakuwa tunaadhimisha siku moja toka ligi yetu iweze kuanza. Lakini kwenye michezo kama ilivyo kawaida Wednesday night, hatukuachi hivi hivi. Kila kinachokuja kipya au kilichopita tutakupa taarifa ili uweze kujua zaidi. Na leo hii kwa namna ya kipekee kabisa tumepata ugeni mkubwa ndani ya studio zetu, ambapo bingwa anayeshikilia mikanda miwili ya dunia, WBC na WBO, maana hii ni unified boxer, unified bingwa, Natasha Jonas kutoka Uingereza amekuja ndani ya studio hizi akiongozana na Mtanzania ambaye yuko katika sayansi ya michezo akifanya vizuri sana pale nchini Uingereza, bwana Charles Mehla. First of all, it's an honor to have you here, Natasha.
Cheers, thank you for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Karibu sana. At least you have two Swahili words, eh?
Yeah.
Like mambo.
Mambo, jambo, hakuna matata, safi.
That was quick.
The last one.
That was quick. Yeah. For a few days you're here, that was quick.
Doing okay.
Charles, karibu pia na wewe.
Nashukuru sana.
Mambo vipi?
Mambo safi kabisa.
Nashukuru kwa kutuletea Natasha, kwa sababu isingekuwa jambo la kawaida, bingwa wa dunia mwenye mikanda hiyo miwili, anayepanda uzito na kushuka, kuweza kuja kiurahisi na kukubali kuja Azam TV. Nakushukuru sana.
Hakuna tabu kaka, wakati wote ule.
Na pia ni fursa kwetu kujua Watanzania ambao ni diaspora vitu gani wanavyofanya ambavyo vinaweza vikainua zaidi sekta yetu ya michezo hapa nyumbani.
Kabisa, hakuna tabu kaka.
Natasha, before we go further, congratulations for having that being selected to be an ambassador of blue economy in Zanzibar. How was it for you to be selected to be ambassador for blue economy with President Mwinyi giving you that?
It was an honour and a pleasure. I'd been in Zanzibar for 5 days. I've had a great time. Probably one of my favourite places. And yeah, I sat down with Fatima at first and spoke with her about, you know, how to develop and you know, encourage tourism in Zanzibar. And I think, you know, we came up with a plan and we executed it. And Minister Samir was happy to select me, and I was happy to be selected. So yeah, it was great. They've got a great team. You know, there's some exciting things that's coming, and yeah, I'm looking forward to being a part of it.
Wow, that's really nice. Charles, uliwezaje kupitia Natasha kuweza kupata nafasi hii kupitia Wizara ya Utalii?
Kwanza nichukue nafasi kuishukuru serikali ya Zanzibar na uongozi wa Mr. Samai, waziri wa utalii na mambo ya kale, pamoja na Fatuma. Tulijadili mambo na wakajaribu kuangalia rekodi ya Miss Natasha, wakaangalia pamoja wanasema na mambo usalama na vitu vingine, tukafikiana katika mambo ambayo tulifikiana, na kuna mambo ambayo tumepanga tutafanya. Natasha yeye hata ukiongea naye anajihusisha na mambo mengi, licha kwamba ni bingwa wa dunia, ameshikia mikanda mitatu ya dunia mikubwa, sasa hivi ni 4, lakini ana shughuli ambazo anafanya pia za jamii, kusaidia jamii. Kwa hiyo Natasha tu sio hata kwa tu balozi wa utalii pia, na kwamba atasaidia jamii katika level aliyokuwa nayo pale Zanzibar, na pia ni mtangazaji wa Sky Sport. Kwa hiyo ana vipaji vingi, unaweza kumuuliza mwenyewe maswali na Natasha yuko.
I know that. I know right now I have a presenter, I have a boxing analyst from Sky Sport.
And I forget one thing. And she's the mother as well.
I know. That would be surprised. Don't worry. That would be surprised. Because I want to know. Milan.
Yeah.
What's her passion? So I'll go with that. Don't worry. People will see Milan here. But actually, in sports, for us here in Africa, it's difficult, especially for female, to be a mother and to pursue a career without any problem. How do you manage that?
I think at the start it was very difficult. I was a first-time mum, so I didn't really know what I was doing. I come from a huge family, which I've got great support, and they're probably the biggest part of why I'm successful, because I know at any time that I can count on them to help me out. So that is important. But, you know, I was given so much information about being a mother that, you know, you're totally responsible for a whole human being, and I wasn't really prepared for that. I knew what a mother would entail. I knew what it was, but the reality of it was different. So then, you know, I had a baby, I have to provide, I have to, you know, pay bills like everybody else. So I had to go back into work, and for me, boxing was the only thing that I'm good at. So I went back to boxing, and it was just finding the balance of being able to work, being mum, and, you know, in the mornings when I get up before I take her to school, I'm mum, but also as soon as I leave that door and enter the gym, then I'm Miss GB.
Wow.
But yeah, I think the biggest thing for me as a female athlete and as a mother is that when I was an athlete on the GB Olympic programme, I was so focused about the result, and that was all that mattered. And I never had a switch off. I was always focused, I need to win, if I had a bad spar, that would wreck me whole week until I'd sparred again or whatever. But now as a mum, I have that switch off. So as soon as I leave the gym, I have to switch off Miss GB and switch on mum.
Wow, that's really cool. That's a motivation. So coming back to your story, I know now you're in Tanzania, and not so many people know about your story, how you achieved to be here. Because as I can see at the beginning, you were playing football and you have a scholarship, you went to US. I know playing football, you went to a country where they call football soccer, and you didn't achieve your career because of injury. So how was it simple changing your career from the sport that you love? And I know that your sister's playing football right now, yeah? She's in Paris?
She was in Paris, she's now at Manchester United.
Manchester United.
She likes to test my loyalties, I know.
They will know later why you say that. So how was it possible? And it didn't affect your career, I mean your head, your thinking when you get that injured?
No, there was definitely tough times, because since I told my mum at 4 years old, watching the 88 games in Seoul, Mum, I'm going to be there.
Wow.
And I told her I'm going to be there. I didn't know how, I didn't know what sport, but I said I'm going to be there. And, you know, I was 4, my mum was like, yeah, whatever, you know, go out and play.
Yeah.
And all my life I've wanted to be a professional sports person. I've wanted to achieve big things. I actually wrote in a school magazine for the Millennium that I wanted to be a successful athlete and win lots of trophies. So, you know, I've always had that inside me, and I thought football was my sport. And when that didn't happen, not only, you know, I felt like I let everybody down, including myself. Now, it was nothing that I had control over. It was a bad tackle, I got injured, and I think that hurt even more, that it wasn't my fault. So when I returned home, I was down, and I was a little bit depressed, and I didn't know what lied in store for me, but I still knew that I didn't just want to give up. So then I started Some Woman, which turned out to be my first ever coach for the Rotunda ABC. She bugged me and bugged me and bugged me to try boxing, and I didn't want to do it, but eventually I gave in. And that was 18 years ago, and I've never looked back.
Wow, wow. Being a first female to represent Great Britain in Olympic, did you ever think about it or thought about it before that? I'm going to make it and be the first one ever.
I think they're titles that, like I say, as an athlete, I just wanted to, it's all about winning that fight, winning that fight, winning that fight, get to a championships, win that fight, win that fight, win the championship. So I was always focused on the small goals, and then all of a sudden the big goal was right in front of me, and I was going to be in the Olympics, and I'd qualified, and I cried with my mum because she remembered me being that little 4-year-old telling her, Mum, I'm going to be there. It took me 24 years, probably about 105 different sports, but I eventually got there. So that was a nice moment to share with my mum. And then obviously, you know, when you're the first to do something, you're always forever going to be in the record books, and no one can take that place from you. So it was a special moment, and it was a special time.
How was it for the neighbors in Liverpool, seeing you going there and achieve what you always thought that you could be one day?
Yeah, I think that the community that we're from in Toxteth is very, very close-knit. Everybody, you know, supports everybody and wants them to do well. So it was great for me, it was great for my family, it was great for my friends, but it was also great for the city of Liverpool and especially where I come from in Toxteth.
Okay. So coming to you, Charles, we'll be coming to Natasha because we have a lot of stuff. I think I would love to have like 3 hours with her.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But Charles, wewe umekaa Uingereza.
Ndio.
Nini ambacho kimeweza kukuweka karibu na wao? Kwa sababu nikiangalia profile yako pia
Ndio.
uko na wanamichezo wakubwa ambao unafahamiana nao, na kwa hapa Tanzania pamoja na muda uliokaa nishawahi kupata habari kwa ndugu yako Nyanda
Ndio.
akinielezea kuhusu hicho, lakini si wengi ambao wamekuwa wakikifahamu. Wewe Charles, toka Afrika Uingereza, kwa nini ulienda kwenye career hiyo?
Nimefika Uingereza, nimesoma finance banking with the law, business law. Lakini sekta ambayo sikupenda kutokana na kazi kupata Uingereza ni ngumu, hususan kwa mtu mweusi na kazi zile sekta. Lakini kazi zote ambayo nilikuwa naipenda ni ya michezo, kwa sababu sija kukwambia anko yangu ni Fiki Wilson upande wa mama.
Fiki.
Kwa hiyo nimekulia kwenye gym, nimekulia kwenye mazoezi, nimefanya hizo shughuli zote. Kwa hiyo nakumbuka anko yangu alipokuwa Philadelphia alikuwa amepiga na Jeff Leslie na vitu vingine. Kwa hiyo nafuatilia ngumi tangu nilikuwa mdogo, nafahamu kila kitu ins and out. Kwa hiyo nikaamua nilipomaliza ile nikasema kwa nini sifanye sport science? Kwa hiyo nikapata entrance University of Essex. Ndio nikaenda kusoma sport science pale, nikamaliza miaka 5 nimesoma pale. Kwa hiyo nikamaliza 2017. Nilipomaliza 2017, lakini kipindi nasoma nikawa internship. Nikaingia kwenye timu ya Bilaliki Football Club, nilikuwa nafanya kipindi hicho nimenunuliwa na tajiri mmoja wa Kiingereza. Nilikuwa pale kwenye timu nikafanya na wanaume na wanawake, lakini nikaona mpira kidogo kwa Uingereza ni very political. Yeah. Nikasema kwanza nirudi kwenye ngumi.
Football politics in UK.
Kidogo kutaka kupanda zile ngazi kubwa ambazo mimi ndio nilikuwa na aim. Nikaenda kwenye ngumi kwa sababu ngumi nilikuwa pia na experience nayo katika michezo yote, sababu najua masuala ya performance na kila kitu na nishasoma university, kwa nafahamu. Kwa hiyo nikaanza kuwa na link, nafanya kazi na Don Charles, ndo naweza nikasema namshukuru sana, ambaye ni kocha wa Derek Chizola wa kwanza na pia alikuwa ndo kocha wa kwanza wa Anthony Joshua. Kwa hiyo yeye ndo akanifungulia mimi milango Uingereza. Sasa mimi ni offer kwenye table ni kwamba nimeenda shule, nimegraduate, nafahamu parameter zote za sporting science. Kwa hiyo kuanalyze performance ya mchezaji katika level ya scientific way, kwamba their performance, resting time, ni nini wafanye, nini kiongezwe, training iende vipi. Basi hile ndio ikanifanya mimi nikawa sasa nimefika katika level ya kwanza kufunguka milango, kukutana na michezo kubwa. Nimekutana na siku zote nipo nao na hang nao au wakina Chizola, Joe Joyce, Anthony Joshua, mapromoto wakubwa, Eddie Hearn, Ben Shalom, Frank Warren, Frank Dubois, name it, all the top boxers. Floyd Mayweather, niko naye close, umeelewa, Natasha Jonas, very close friend of mine as well, ukiacha kwamba fikicha shughuli. Kwa mabondia karibuni wote wao ambao utasema labda na wahitaji, naweza kwambia naweza ngamfikia kwa muda wote, lakini kwa sababu tu niliweza kufunguliwa milango na kufanya kazi na Don Charles. Kwa hiyo hao watu wote nakutana nao, najuana nao kwenye mapambano na kuwepo. Kwa uenda pambano tuko Uingereza, uenda pambano tuko Las Vegas. Kwa mfano ilitakiwa nilivyokuwa nakuja hapa kwa ajili ya Tasha, itakuwa tuwe kwenye pambano la Aerospace. Okay. Lakini kwa nidhamu ya Tasha nikamwambia Tasha, I promise you and I'll keep my words. Wow. We come to Tanzania. Yeah. Let's go and have a good time.
And she's having a good time. You've been having a good time.
You can ask her.
I've had a great time. Charles, as you said, was saying for ages, come. And eventually I gave in. And yeah, I've had a brilliant time being here. Yeah. The people, the food most important, but the people, you know, the sights, everything's been amazing.
Yeah. So now let's go to this. Changing from amateur, going to professional. You know, it's very easy when you look at it in the male sport. How was it easy for you, or what was the challenge you faced before turning pro? And fighting in pro is different, fighting in an amateur, your first fight. Did you say that I'm going to do this again, or I'm quitting, I'm not going straight on this again?
So I left the amateurs to go and have my little girl. And then I came back. Now, when I came back, I was thinking, right, what weight will I do? I was, you know, how am I going to feel without taking the head guard off? And but again, you just find your rhythm. You know, got good sparring, got with a good trainer, got a good promoter, and you know, we've excelled since. But I think I was first worried about taking the head guard off. But once I'd fought, I actually realised that you have more vision without the head guard because you can see everything. Okay. With the head guard, you're kind of there, so it limits your vision. So I enjoy now boxing without a head guard, but then you have to, you know, realise that then there's more head clashes and stuff. So you have to manage your own head a bit better.
Wow. And your first fight in professional? Because in your record I saw you fight against somebody from, I think what's her name again, from Hungary?
Oh yeah, Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony, yeah.
Yeah, that was a fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I stopped it early, which is always a bonus. You don't get paid for overtime in boxing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good fight. It was on a good card, and that kind of set me on a good way.
Yeah, but after that, you start achieving. You know, for somebody to be unified, having more than 2 belts, it's an extra thing that no one will ever think that I can do that. For you, after achieving that, did you see that coming in?
No, again, I think I don't look at the big picture. I kind of just stay focused on what's in front of me. So I always said I wanted a world title. So then I got 1 world title, and I was like, well, I achieved that. So maybe that goal wasn't big enough, because your dreams and your hopes should scare you a little bit. So I thought, right, I'm going to push it to 2. And then I went and I won that, and I was like, well, okay then, well, I can't stop there now because that's not big enough. I've reached that goal. Yeah. So now I've got to push it a bit further. And then I got the 3rd belt along with a Ring magazine belt as well. And then it kind of, there wasn't another competition for me in that division. So then it was like, what do I want to do next? Well, I have fought at lower weights. I want to go back down. And I went back down and I won the IBF at welterweight. And, you know, it opens a whole lot of other doors. And as I say, once you keep reaching them goals and them targets, then you have to push it a bit further. So wow. We'll see what's next.
So which one is easy? I know I asked you before in off record, which one is easy? Going there or coming down?
Oh, going there is the best. You eat more, you enjoy more, but you know, it's still healthy and it's still what you need, that's fueling your body right. But the thing about coming down is that you look better on the beach.
Na kwa sayansi ya michezo ndio inavyosema hivyo Charles. Hususan katika michezo wa ngumi.
Ni kweli, kwa sababu kupunguza uzito na kuongeza uzito ni tofauti. Unapokata uzito kidogo inabidi uangalie diet, muda wa kulala, mazoezi gani ufanye. Lakini kwa unaweka uzito, mara nyingi tunaangalia pia chakula chenye afya nzuri, lakini sio kama unavyokata uzito. Kwa hiyo uko sahihi. Kwa hiyo kidogo unaweza lose 6 pack, ukaongeza more muscle mass, lakini ndicho kinachohitajika inabidi ufanye. You do what you're supposed to do.
Kwa ukiwa na this belly
no comment.
Mine, I need Charles for mine after I get back from eating all the local food.
Yeah. Yesterday she was not happy with me. She was complaining, Charles, you know, we eat too much food now. I think I'm getting fluffy a little bit. Pull out. I said, no, you're looking good. So I attack and I say, yeah, you're looking good. And, you know, I know that mentality. Kwa hiyo,
I have to keep opening. You go untold.
Akafungua, akasema, Charles, no, just pull up. No problem. You're
all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
And you're looking good. Naam, hii ni sehemu ya kwanza nikiwa na bondia bingwa wa mikanda mikubwa ya dunia Natasha Jonas akiongozana na Mtanzania ambaye yuko nchini Uingereza, bwana Charles Mehla, ambaye yeye ni mtaalamu wa sayansi ya michezo anayefanya kazi na mabondia wakubwa unawafahamu wewe wote hapa ulimwenguni. Twende katika mapumziko, tutarudi baada ya muda mfupi. Okay, tupo ndani ya Uwanja Live tukiwa katika sehemu ya pili tukiwa na bingwa asiyepigika kwa wanawake kwa sasa hivi, akiwa na mikanda mikubwa yote ya dunia katika uzito wake wa light heavy, na pia akishuka pia kwenye fedha wakati mwingine. Huyu ni Natasha Jonas kutoka nchini Uingereza. Nitakwambia kitu kimoja kuhusu Natasha. Kwa Watanzania, mnakumbuka mara ya mwisho bondia Hassan Mwakinyo alivyoenda kupigana Uingereza. Gym ambayo anafanya Natasha na Smith wako pamoja. You know, most Tanzanians knew about boxing in UK, especially in Liverpool, when Hassan Mwakinyo came to fight versus Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
I was, yeah. I was on the undercard, chief support.
Yeah, Smith was very serious in that fight. He trained. I heard that he trained like 3 or 2 more times.
Yeah, I think he knew that Hassan at his best was a big threat.
Yeah.
So he wanted to stay on his game and be at the top of his game.
You're reminding me something during Olympic here. Won an off record there. Can we share that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So in the 2012 London Olympics, obviously the USA is one of the last teams to go out because it's in alphabetical order. But because it was our home Olympics, we was the last team out. Mm-hmm. So we walked out and, you know, taking pictures. We walk into the stadium. It's brilliant. Everyone's... And then all of a sudden I'm standing there and everyone's taking photos, and it felt like it was at me. And I was thinking, wow, you know, I'm that star. And, you know, I think... Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what made me turn around, but I turned around and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant was standing next to me.
Wow.
Standing behind me, which is why people were taking pictures. And I was just like, oh, hi.
The big guys were behind you.
They were behind me. So there's me thinking everyone was taking pictures of me, but they wasn't.
That is fat. But being here in Tanzania, and talking about your holidays in Zanzibar and here in Dar es Salaam, I mean, most celebrities say that they're comfortable coming here because people don't bother them. They just enjoy their holiday like normal citizens and stuff like that. Did you find that?
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the beautiful things about the culture of Tanzania is that people just treat you well anyway. So it doesn't matter whether you're a star or whether, you know, you're a worker or what it is. You just get treated with respect, and I think that is the most important and a great quality to have as a country.
Yeah. Now, I look at the picture now. I see those big things, WBC, FCW, and the way I know how boxing is, there's a lot of boxers who want to fight to take those belts away from you. I know you had a last fight. How was the last fight?
It was against Candy Wyatt, a Canadian. I dropped down in weight to do it, and yeah, it was comfortable. I almost stopped it in the first round, and then I realised that I might get too tired. So I held back a little bit, and, you know, I boxed well within myself, but it was calculated, it was smart, and yeah, I was comfortable, so I enjoyed it, and I came away with another belt, which is, you know what, they're the things that people want to see. They want to see you being successful. It's okay for you to talk a fight and to say that you're good, but people want to see that you're good, and I think that I showed that.
Sometimes in life, people are God-gifted in something. When you look at the profile and other boxers talking about, or trainers, they say you're good on target. So I don't know, is that God-gifted or you work out on that pretty much?
It's definitely hard work that makes it. You can have all the talent in the world that you want, but if you don't work hard with it, then you're probably not going to get the best out of yourself. So, you know, hard work beats talent all the time. So you have to make sure, as talented as you are, that you work hard. Yeah. And once you become a champion, like you say, you all of a sudden get a target on your back, and people want to fight you because you're the champion. You've got something that they want.
People want record. I dropped the champ. Na Charles, tukiangalia kuna kitu kikubwa sana ambacho tumekiona hususan kwa Wizara ya Utalii na Mambo ya Kale Zanzibar, kuweza kuona kile ambacho anacho Miss Jones kuhusiana na boxing, lakini pia anachoweza kukifanya na kutambulisha utalii wetu katika nyanja hii ya ngumi. Na nafahamu kwamba Zanzibar tarehe 27 kupitia Azam TV watakuwa naonyesha pambano la kwanza toka ngumi ipigwe marufuku. Sasa inafungiwa rasmi tarehe 27. Lakini kwa hiki ambacho umekiona na wewe ukiwa ni Mtanzania na ulioweza kuleta pia ushawishi kwa Natasha pia kuweza kukubali kufanya hili, wapi nafasi, nini kinatakiwa kifanyike zaidi ili kuweza kupata watu kama hawa kuweza kutangaza utalii wetu? Tumekuwa na mabango wakati fulani, nchi nyingine zinatushinda kuweka katika mpira wa miguu na vitu kama hivyo, lakini vipi tunaweza tukasogeza kwa kutumia nyie diaspora na upeo wenu wa kuwafahamu watu maarufu katika nyanja mbalimbali?
Kwa uzoefu wangu mimi ambao kazi nafanya na watu naweza ngasema ni high end, serikali ina mchango mkubwa sana. Kuna kitu ambacho nitaongea kama if Natasha you permit me to say the offer.
You can talk so that she can understand.
Kwa sababu mfano umeongelea swala la Zanzibar, ni kitu kizuri hata Natasha kuwa na ubalozi, lakini nchi labda ingekuwa na program ya kutangaza utalii na swala la michezo. Kwa mfano Natasha anapoongea ana ofa ya Katari kutoka kwa Prince Khalid. What was the name?
Fahad.
Prince Fahad.
Prince Fahad?
Yeah, Prince Fahad. Saudia.
Wow.
Personal.
Qatar,
yeah. Personal amemuofa Natasha kwenda kufundisha, lakini Natasha na obligations zingine za shughuli zake na nini. Kwa hiyo makubaliano yaliopo kwamba atakuwa na fly kule kuwafundisha wale watu mwezi mmoja, anarudi kufanya shughuli pia Uingereza. Na napenda kushukuru kabisa watu wa Zanzibar, kwa mfano ijuzi wametuofa kwamba tunaweza tukakaa mpaka tarehe 27, lakini sema nitaongea Kiingereza. Natasha, she have an obligation. She's supposed to have a fight, to broadcast the fight on 19th, which was Liam Smith. Literally is fighting against Chris Eubank. But it's been postponed until the 2nd of next month, September. September. So we're still on a conversation, but Natasha, she have another thing. So kama anavyoongea yote yanawezekana, tunaweza kufanya program na Natasha, lakini kama tulivyoongea kuna mipango mingi ambayo tunataka tufanye kama serikali itaturuhusu, na tutapata support ya serikali na baadhi ya fursa kama nyie watu wa TV hapa Azam na watu wengine ambao wanaelewa michezo na kuikuza nchi na pamoja michezo kwa ujumla. Kwa sisi tuko wazi kabisa kuwaleta watu wote.
I'm really surprised because Charles is telling us about the offer from King Fahad. How did it come?
Fahad has boxed before himself, and he wants to develop boxing in Qatar for both females and males, and you know, create a program, and because he enjoys boxing and you know that's his thing. So he's been over to the UK plenty of times. He's been and trained with us in the gym, and we've built a relationship from there. So yeah, it was something that came a bit natural because obviously I'm a female and the culture over there is that only females can train with females, so it made sense to get somebody who, you know, who's performing at a high level to come and train their females that potentially they want to see progress into the Olympics and the Worlds and stuff. So
wow. The other part of you remember after that injury in US, you work out with kids, and after that, also during your career, you were working as a pundit with the Sky Sport.
Yeah.
So now, how is it being in a side, watching others there, and giving out your commentary? Yeah,
it's it can be the first couple of times it's nerve-wracking because you as the boxer, you know, like when I watch stuff back, I'm like, I listen to the commentary and what they've said about me, so I always try and be respectful. You know, I always try and be fair.
Yeah.
I try and say what I see, but I also try and give a bit of insight from a boxer's point of view. Because sometimes it's easy for us to sit there and say, they should be doing that, they should be doing that. But when you're in there, you've only got split seconds to think and, oh, it's gone, I'll do it next time, it's gone. So I understand that as a boxer. I understand the processes that you go through from the changing room to the warm-up to entering the ring to performing. And it can be daunting. So to have a night off from that and, you know, commentate on other people's with the best seats in the house, it's good and it's something I really enjoy. and hopefully the fans like listening to what I say.
You know, sometimes when you're on the ringside and people are listening, as you say, you give out your point of view for what you see. But some people always criticize when somebody gives out a point of view. I mean, actually, maybe the judges are giving out a result. Natasha won, but you saw something else. So some people, they don't go with the opinion of the analysis. Mm-hmm. Have you faced that too? And why do you think people oppose opinions of a professional who are there watching it, and the people like you will still boxing, and you see what is supposed to be the result?
Well, I like to think I've been quite fortunate in that nobody's kind of criticised my punditry yet. I kind of have it right the way it is. Yeah. So sometimes I've disagreed with the judges when I've been commentating, and I've agreed with the fans and said, how have they seen it that way? But the main thing is that you just be honest, because what you can see is what the fans can see. So you just have to say what you see, and if that sometimes doesn't tally up with what the judges say, that doesn't matter. It's just an opinion. Somebody else might have a different opinion. You've got to respect them all, but also take them on board.
Wow. Na mchezaji kwa tumekisikia, manake kwa Tanzania huwa vinatokea sana hivyo. Yeah. Wakati watu wanaona, wanasema, na kumekuwa kuna matokeo ambayo wakati mwingine yanaonekana kabisa bondia A kapigwa, lakini bondia A huyo ndio anayepewa matokeo. Nafikiri umeshaona mifano mingi sana. Sasa turudi katika sehemu hii hapa ambayo tunayo, hususan katika ngumi za wanawake. Tumeona ujio wake. Ndio. Zaidi ya hilo la utalii, nini ambacho tunaweza tukafaidika nacho kwa upande wa bondia wanawake? Nafahamu kama bondia Grace Mwakamele katoka katika michuano ya dunia na amepata medali ya shaba sasa hivi. Kwa hiyo ana nafasi ya kwenda katika michuano ya dunia.
Ndio. Kwanza Natasha yuko tayari kusaidia ngumi za hapa Tanzania, kwa sababu kama tulivyoongea na waziri Simai Zanzibar, na akatuofa akasema anaweza akasaidia na ile idara. Natasha, she's willing to help the boxing in Tanzania. That is no doubt, 100%. She say, Charles, I'm willing, whatever I'm off, we can arrange, we can come in Tanzania and do it. So on that stage means we can capitalize on this. Yeah. You know, all people who are input in the boxing, let's say Azam TV, serikali na wadau wengine ambao wanahusika, wanaweza capitalize katika hili sekta pia, kwamba mabondia wetu wana viwango vikubwa vya juu kuelewa, kwa sababu unakuta nimebahatika ukiuliza mabondia wengi wa kike na wafahamu wa Tanzania wachache watatu, Felician, Vunja Bay, personal na wafahamu. Kuna vitu ambavyo ukivibadilisha, ukivitwiki tu, they can be a great boxers. I mean very very good boxers. Lakini kuna vitu ambavyo vinawasumbua kidogo katika swala hili.
Yeah. Takuwa na surprise baadaye hapa. Kuna rafiki yangu mmoja anamwambia kwamba put in your shoes, you're about to come to the show.
Right. Slowly, I can see it. That's what I was looking at you pulling up.
I know. Right. So being a boxer give you another family. That I know. Give you another family. Some of big boxers, some of average boxers. I'm not sure that you're also close with AJ, Anton Joshua.
Yeah, he's a good friend. There's someone who I've trained alongside since 2009, 2010. So we went through the whole Olympic cycle together for 2012.
Wow.
And we've remained good friends.
Wow. So how is AJ?
He's good. He's recently just won.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't spoke to him since afterwards, but yeah, I'll speak to him soon, and I think he'll be happy with the result, how it went, and where he's going next.
So now this is funny. I know even Charles will laugh. Growing up in Liverpool, I know most of it. You must be a Liverpool fan.
100%.
Never walk alone.
Never walk
alone.
Really good. Sorry for you guys. But my thing is, your sister played for Manchester United. Tell me about it.
it hurts me that I have to. My little girl's got a Manchester United top. She's got, you know, it hurts me that I have to go out and buy that. But it specifically says Paris on the back, so it's or Nikita. She's played for Everton, which is potentially worse. She's played for Manchester City, which was you know, borderline just as bad. Arsenal was the only team that she's played for that I haven't minded, because I do like Arsenal as a team. But yeah, she likes to test my loyalties.
But when you sit down during the derby, if Manchester United is playing Liverpool, always it in the house.
I want my sister to win, but I also don't want Liverpool to lose.
Complicated.
Yeah, I know. So people are surprised that you know that much about soccer, but I know that you were a footballer before.
Yeah.
Do you play any pickup games nowadays?
No, I do a couple of charity matches for local charities in Liverpool. I played one recently, the day after I won the world title.
Okay.
And our team won. I quickly realised that, yeah, I'm never gonna get a Lioness's call up. I'm never gonna play for the England national team now. It's totally different to boxing. I'm not as good as I used to be. So yeah, I've been humbled by football. So. Okay.
And where do you see Liverpool this season?
Number one. Yeah. You know, the Premier's coming back.
You always say number one.
Oh, I know. I've got to aim high.
That's good. And you say who's your favorite player in Liverpool?
Van Dijk, Virgil van Dijk.
Oh, no. Captain. Yeah. Turudi katika swala kawaida hapa. Amezungumzia vitu vingi hapa. Kabla tujaenda katika mapumziko na kurejea hapa kwa dakika 10 tulizobakiza. Kwa hiki ambacho mnaenda nacho.
Ndio.
Nini ambacho mtakifanyia kazi kwa hii ya Zanzibar sasa hivi?
Kwenye platform ya Natasha kwa kupitia kwenye ngumi na utangazaji wake, kwa sababu Natasha, kumbuka, ana mkataba wa miaka 3 na Sky Sport. Huo ni popote. Kwa hiyo na hata serikali hivyo ya serikali ya Zanzibar ilivyoamulia kwamba Natasha anaweza akarepresent nchi, kwamba katika sekta ya sport tourism, kwamba Natasha atatumia hiyo platform kuitangaza Zanzibar kokote atapoenda, kuongelea habari nzuri za Zanzibar, kwa sababu kumbuka hawa watu wengi maarufu au wenye michezo ya juu wanapenda sana kutoka kupata comment kwa watu ambao ni reliable source. Umeelewa? Au wanamuuliza vipi, ulipata experience gani? Experience nzuri. Kwa mfano Natasha, you can ask Natasha now. So many friends when we were in Zanzibar or Arusha or Kilimanjaro, they keep calling us. Oh, Natasha, can I come? Even someone I will tell personal, AJ, which is Anton Joshua, you know, he say, oh yeah, I want to jump in, but as I said, so kwa kuna vitu vingi vitakuja hapa Tanzania mtaviona, na Natasha atakuwa part of it, na mimi ni mhusika pia. Kwa hiyo tutafanya na wadau wengine, na aim yangu kubwa kabisa ya kuja na Natasha kwanza ni kwamba kuifanya Tanzania na sisi tuanze kujulikana globally, kwa nichoangalia kufanya kazi na watu kama Qatar, watu wa Saudi, nikaona yes, kwa nini na mimi kama Mtanzania nisipushi nyumbani tukafanya kishughuli.
Wow. Naam, hiyo ni sehemu ya pili, na tumeweza kuangalia Natasha ambaye yuko hapa, Natasha Jonas, bingwa asiyepigika sasa hivi kwa upande wa wanawake, akiwa na Mtanzania bwana Charles Mehla, ambao wamekuja hapa Tanzania kwa ajili ya mapumziko, lakini kuweza pia kupata ridhaa ya Natasha kuwa balozi wa utalii kwa upande wa uchumi wa blue kwa upande wa Zanzibar. Nini ambacho kipo bado utaona, na tuna mgeni wetu mwingine wa tatu atakayeingia. Tuende katika mapumziko, tutarejea. Naam, tumerejea tukiwa katika dakika 10 za mwisho, lakini nini ambacho niliambia kabla tujamalizia tutakwenda nacho kama surprise package, lakini pia kukuonyesha umuhimu wa familia katika kusapotiana. Naam, mgeni anayekuja ni Milan. Milan, can you come over please on the show so that everybody can see who's Milan? Come in.
Come on, Milan.
Come in, baby. Wow. So this is Milan.
Look at you.
Wow. There she goes. Wow.
Don't be shy.
She's acting
so this is the one.
She's
She's going to be a boxer or playing soccer like auntie?
oh, we haven't found her sport yet, but you like gymnastics, don't you? So maybe gymnastics. We've got so many athletes in our family.
Yeah.
We're trying to spread our wings and do sports that we haven't already done. So maybe a jockey, maybe a gymnast, maybe.
You don't see her in you?
Well, I didn't think that she took any interest in boxing, but last night we was out and she was teaching kids how to box, so she obviously takes notice.
Oh, yeah. Na kwa maisha ya kawaida kwa Uingereza, umeona hiki ambacho anaonyesha Natasha.
Ndio.
Wakina mama wako close sana na watoto wao.
Ndio.
Inatokana na nini hii?
Ni lifestyle. Kwanza niseme Natasha, she's a very committed mother. Very committed. I never seen her, and that's why I say to people sometimes, I say, if you want to look to someone who you can inspire, Natasha sometimes she inspire me. Yeah. Anaamka asubuhi anampeleka mtoto shule.
Wow. Yeah.
Personal.
I said that before. Yeah.
In between anaenda gym. Then she have a nap a little bit.
Oh, I can see that picture. Yeah. Is that her?
Yeah.
That was in the gym.
Yeah. And then she
That's in Liverpool?
That's in that was our old gym in Bolton where we train. But obviously as a professional, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then akienda anapo ule muda wa mchana anaenda kumchukua mtoto. Then jioni anarudi gym. So you can imagine, she's very full committed mother. Wow. I mean, na mapenzi unajua mapenzi kwa mtoto siku zote ni natural. Umeona? Kuliko kwa baba. Kwa hiyo yale ndio inamfanya kupush hata katika kujiendeleza kwenye mazoezi na vitu vingine. Ni inspiration kwake. Na Natasha nadhani since she had a daughter, she's really changed. She have a soft touch nowadays a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, really?
She have that soft spot.
Achilles, she's my Achilles heel.
Yeah.
And my kryptonite are all at the same time.
Wow.
You had
wow.
from her. Yeah.
Very lucky. Yeah, she's very lucky. And does she watch your games?
She watches them from
TV?
home.
Okay.
There's no other reason other than when I take her to the boxing, you know, after a while she gets a bit bored, and she likes to run about, and she likes to so to keep her sitting down, because boxing's a long time to sit down and watch, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 fights. Yeah. It's a long time, especially for a little child. So she does stay at home, but she has spoken about recently coming to some, haven't you? So she wants to start coming, so maybe in the next few ones, because I haven't got a lot of fights left. Wow. That she'll come.
So for your point of view, us as Azam TV, we've already started this boxing thing, and it's becoming big in Tanzania also, because we're giving some platform, not much as football, but it's coming there. But you work with Sky Sport, and you're an expert on this fighting. I mean, on and off the ring. So what do you think we could do better from here to take it on to the biggest level as a TV broadcaster?
I think just for the athletes and especially for the speaking from a female point of view, I think for me, visibility is key. You know, for not only for the athletes that are competing right now, but for also young girls that are watching that think, I want to be like her. Yeah. I think, you know, we don't know enough, because I know all the people I looked up to, I saw on TV, and there wasn't any female boxers there at the time. So that's why my sport wasn't boxing to begin with, because I didn't see anybody with my face that looked like me, that liked the things that I did. So I think it's really important for young girls, and especially in areas such as body image, because you can see, you know, boxers come in all shapes and sizes. So you can be any body type, any size, and you can still be a successful athlete, and I think it's important for young girls to see that.
Na wewe sasa nini ambacho unakuja kutuofa, kwa sababu tumeona hiki kitu na watu walikuwa wajui kwamba kuna Watanzania ambao wanafanya yale ambao wanayafanya, na tena ukiwa katika level ya juu ya master katika sayansi ya michezo. Kuna maeneo mengi ambayo umeshayatilia maanani na kuyaangalia. Nini ambacho kama ni ushauri wa mwanzo, manake najua wapo waheshimiwa hapa, yuko waziri wa michezo, yuko naibu wake ambaye naye anapenda boxing, Hamisi Mwinjuma, mwana FA. Wapi pa kuanzia na nini wanaweza kukutumia wewe kuweza kuinua boxing kama football jinsi ilivyo, kwa connection ambazo unazo kwa ajili ya maendeleo ya mchezo huu hapa nyumbani?
nadhani ni kuongea na wadau ambao ni serikali na baadhi ya watu wanaweza kuwezesha, kwa sababu sijaona nchi yetu tuna maabara ya kisayansi, hakuna. Kwa sababu kwa mfano mimi wanariadha ambao tunafanya nao kazi wengine inabidi tutumie laboratory University of Essex ambayo inamilikiwa na chuo. Na ni kwa sababu gani tunaweza nikatumia? Kwa sababu na uhusiano na profesa pale, Professor Dickens. Kwa ananiruhusu kutumia maabara, tunalipa baadhi ya hela na vitu vingine. Kwa hiyo hivi ni vitu ambavyo wanamichezo wetu hawavielewi. Umeelewa? Na ili uweze kuperform katika high level ni lazima hivyo vitu vifanyike kwa ufupi. Oxygen uptake, kwa sababu kuna mtu nilikuwa namuuliza, kwa mfano tuongee ligi ya mpira, nikasema pre-medical hapa iko vipi, pre-season mnajiandaa vipi pre-season? Kwa hiyo hivi ni vitu kama wakivi-implement hiyo in a scientific point of view, acha technical, scientific point of view, kwa sababu ila ujue mchezaji kwamba labda ameperform too much anakuwa prone to injuries. Kwa hiyo hii unapata kwenye scientific point of view kwamba maybe oxygen uptake yake imepungua below, inabidi apata relaxation au inabidi achukue minerals hizi zimsaidie, umenielewa? Au inabidi afanye mazoezi haya viungo na vitu vingine. Hivi ni vitu ambavyo tukiimplement kwenye ligi yetu mfano, au tukifanya pia kwenye ngumi na kwenye michezo yote across the board, nchi yetu itabadilika sana. Na Tanzania kuna vipaji vingi sana. Kuna vipaji vingi sana mno ambavyo vinapotea tu kwa sababu watu hawajaviona, hawajapata nafasi. Kwa hiyo mimi niko hapa na wanaweza kunipata kupitia Azam, lakini pia na kampuni yangu ambayo ni Kasi Sport Group. Unaweza ukaenda online utakuta mimi ndo vice president, alafu president wa University of Essex yeye ni moja kati ya watu ambao nafanya nao kazi, na kuna watu wengine wanafanya nao kazi. Na katika ngumi nipo na Don Charles ambaye yeye ni main trainer wa Parks Gym London Finchley, ambao sasa hivi anamtrain Daniel Dubois. Actually wana fight this month in Poland, wanapigana na Usyk.
Ngumu kubwa sana.
Kwa hiyo atakaye win pale is a sport for the world champion. Kwa hiyo kama navyoongea tuko kwenye very high stages. Kwa hiyo hivi vyote vinafanyika tukana na serikali na vitu vingine tunaweza tukaarrange na mambo kaenda vizuri. Ndio maana nimesema nataka nione Tanzania yetu na uongozi wa mama sasa hivi na wenyewe unapushi sana kwenye michezo. Kwa hiyo tuko hapa kumsaidia mama. Umeona? Sisi ni moja gurudumu na nyie Azam ni moja gurudumu kusaidia hizo changamoto zote. Kwa hiyo kama mimi ni Mtanzania, ni mzalendo, kwa ni lazima tuone nchi inaenda vizuri na mambo yanaenda vizuri kabisa.
Now I can see somebody smiling now. Can you answer my question, Milan? How are you? How are you?
How are you?
You good? Are you a boxer or footballer?
What do you want to do? Speak?
Speak?
Yeah.
Oh, they're watching you.
You're on live on TV, you know that.
So
Jazz, she's going to say
now, coming back to you, Natasha, you have seen Tanzania, you have seen the mainland side, Zanzibar, all that. What will be your message when you go back to UK about Tanzania? Because you know, some years ago, I think there's a singer, one of the biggest artists came here, and unfortunately she had malaria. And she said, "Oh my God, there are mosquitoes everywhere." But on this side of tourism and people of Tanzania, what will be your message for them if they want to come over to Tanzania?
It's a place of dreams. I think, you know, from the people, the culture, the food, the sites to visit, and you know, all that in between. It's a great place. You can chill by the beach in Zanzibar. You can come and do business here in Dar es Salaam. You can, you know, go and see safari in the Serengeti. So and Kilimanjaro, you can go and climb the mountain. So there's lots of things, no matter what type of person you are, that you can do and keep yourself busy with doing. And yeah, I think the main message is you've got to come.
Did you enjoy the ferry to Zanzibar, Azam ferry?
Yeah, it was a little bit choppy.
Yeah, when we came back.
Yeah.
Was the chair was comfortable?
Cool?
Oh, the rooms and stuff was brilliant. Yeah, it was nice and cozy and comfy and air conditioned and spacious. I wish me plane seat at home was going to be like that.
She loved those. We take the VVIP or whatever.
Oh,
yeah, the seats was precious. Tasha, she told me, "Oh, Charles, you should have this on airplane business class." I told that's Azam, you know, that is going big.
And did you watch the lion in safari? Did you see the lion?
We did, yeah. We see the only one that we missed out on was, which one was it that we missed? Was it the
rhino?
The rhino.
Oh.
That was the only one of the big 5 that we missed.
Wow.
But we got all the others.
The cheetah or leopard?
We didn't see the leopard, but we did. We didn't get a picture of the leopard, but we did see it. Remember when we started?
Did you see the Lion King, Milan?
Did you see it?
Did you see the Lion King?
We seen them a lot. Didn't
Simba. So now you watch a football game, Yanga and Simba. Which team are you going back home supporting it?
Tasha, you have to say
Where I
this
got
one.
my hair done yesterday
he was watching
will
there.
not be happy when I say this, but Simba.
Simba.
Are you joking me? Tasha, come on. You were cheering for Yanga. Oh, come on. You let me down, eh?
Don't push her. She spoke her mind.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
neutral.
right.
I was neutral up
No
until
comment.
today.
It's maybe the Jays are like Liverpool, yeah? Thank you a lot, Natasha, for showing up and giving us this opportunity of interviewing you. Maybe when I come to UK, I'll be in Sky Sport also.
Okay.
Thank you, Milan, for supporting Mom.
Mila.
Milan.
Mila.
Mila. So that's Mila. Can you spell it?
Me.
Yeah.
La. A.
Oh, that's really nice. Who gave you that name? Her.
The boss.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you a lot for showing up. And
Thank
Charles,
you.
nakushukuru sana.
Asante kaka, muda wote.
Later, hopefully,
Ndio.
hopefully on 27th you'll be back for that boxing in Zanzibar.
It'd be great to be back.
Yeah. If you have that invitation, will you show up?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. I'll be pioneering that.
Right.
Charles, nashukuru sana.
Hakuna tabu
kwa
kaka.
kuwa pamoja.
Ndio.
Now, this is the show, and I hope you'll love the atmosphere at Azam TV, the studio, and stuff like that.
It was, yeah. Thank you for showing us around. Yeah.
Asante. Naam, hivi ndivyo ambavyo tumemaliza Wednesday night kwa siku ya leo. Nilikuwa na mgeni bingwa wa uzito mbalimbali akiwa na mikanda tofauti ya dunia katika uzito mbalimbali kutoka nchini Uingereza, Natasha Jonas akiongozana na ndugu yetu Charles Mehla ambaye yeye ni mtaalamu wa sayansi ya michezo, lakini pia akiwa anafanya kazi na mapromota na mabondia pamoja na michezo mbalimbali. Mpaka wiki ijayo, mimi ni Patrick Nyembera akisema kwaherini.
Thank you.